Okay. We are back, so looks like we're ready to start the trial. At least the second day of the trial. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Almost got one of the legendary fish. Yeah, those things are so hard to get. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What's the matter, Von Karma? Well, apparently the prosecution's also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Okay. Oh, you got the other four. Nice. Nice. Very well. No opening statements, so... not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Oh, really? Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. Why not? I'll call my witness now. Right. I'll call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Yeah, Gramps. Really, the senile old man, is this the best you can come up with? Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet New Liquor Lake. I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, what is his name? Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I predicted this trial ended 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Oh, this stinks. The witness will state his name. Well, not really sure, yep. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Oh, he has classic amnesia then. Figures. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yeah, this sounds like a totally reliable witness. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Gets the flashback light, yeah. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant, where I, read boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. What now? Come on, you... There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. I think there is a lot to question. Thank you very much. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Well, tough shit, buddy! Judge your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Yes, we're gonna... Oh my god, I can't believe he is going for this. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Well, very well, you may begin. Oh, Vaughn, he is so triggered. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. May cross-examine the witness. Okay, thank you, Judge. I'm glad he didn't completely chop your balls off. Sunday the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. It's in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. I heard a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. I know, mine got thrown out of court for arguably a lesser outburst than that. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, the time, that is. At the time. Yeah, he mentioned someone that walked by the window. I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Okay, it corroborates with that. Yeah, Lotta's deposition. I heard 2 gunshots just after midnight on December 25th. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Okay, let's hear about this. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? No, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. So who was it? This is a rather important detail. Please add to your testimony. Oh, God. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Oh, God. Dad? Dead certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! Oh, God, did he... what? Did he have a stroke, or what the fuck just... This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Yeah, me neither. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at us. Better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. Aw, shit. Should we object, or... But how can I raise an objection without any proof? Right, we got nothing at the moment, right? Judge, there's no room for doubt in the witness's testimony. I demand to declare your verdict. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Again, I don't know what to object to. I can't see any room to raise an objection. I better hold back and see how things develop. Nick, we have to do something. If we stay quiet now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty for sure. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. I need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Well, I think he already fell asleep, so, yeah. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no reason for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! Court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. For reals? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. Court's adjourned. Wait! Oh! Oh, I love these last minute, these last second objections. Just when it seems like you fucked up. What? Larry? What? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Larry! Oh, okay, come on, don't let us down, buddy. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict's been declared. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did, a gunshot, that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Okay, Larry. Let's, Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial's over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Well, Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it's our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. Thank you. That's what we want to hear. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Thank you, Judge. Okay, you're not completely lost cause here. Mr. Von Karma. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think you mentioned it last time, too, that Edgeworth, even, I think in the other cases, too, the accused is never called to the stand to give their side of the case. Which, I mean, I don't know, given whatever the court proceedings are in this universe, it almost seems to be the complete opposite of what it should be, where in this case the accused is presumed guilty until proven innocent, rather than the other way around. At least in this universe, anyways. But I digress. I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? Yeah, and also, yeah, the 3-day trial thing where there's like a 3-day maximum that a trial can go on for. The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right. You were sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why were your fingerprints on the murder weapon? That is a good question. Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. Someone he hasn't prepped before, like Lotta last time, or that caretaker guy. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's like his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. It was 15 minutes, 15. Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. But Carmen didn't even have time to prep his witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental ship dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out of the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after that single gunshot, I went home. A single gunshot this time. Not two, as we heard before. That was unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. You're right. You're right about that, Maya. On a boat in the lake, I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something. Yeah. Mr. Butts, what is it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. More likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Quietly slipped the boat back at the rental ship dock. I heard this bang. Where'd the sound come from? Well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Looked out of the lake, but didn't see a boat. You didn't see a boat? Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case! So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah? Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Wait. Wait. Okay, one gunshot. should I present this? Fired 3 times. Nope, I guess that's not it. Shit. Oh, 2 sounds. Okay, this is it. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all of what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh boy. Yeah, I could totally see that being used, Coolio. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Oh, come on, Larry. You're not sure. How could you not be sure? You know, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. How so? I was, listening to something else. And what was that? Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones. Oh. What? Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yes. I want to hear more. Your Honor, please, allow the witness to continue his testimony. If anything, because Von Karma doesn't want it. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony. Be sure to include details, like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely, being alone Christmas Eve. Yeah, I know that feel, though. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Is this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it's difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? Do you not fucking know what a DJ is, Judge? Oh my god. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio? Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's on the radio. I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease his pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma. Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Karma's right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. I do, though. I do! This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it till we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay, we got it. Where is the... Is it... It's gotta be this. Because she said it's almost Christmas. I mean, it wasn't December 21st yet, right? Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. If you're saying you scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. The photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was in the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:15 at 12. Okay, December 25th, 12:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer's simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. What now, Von Karma? I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Okay, are we gonna show that it was fired 3 times? It must have been fired once before midnight and twice afterward.
Take that!
This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Here we go. Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. What now? You waste our time again with your empty sentiments. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Oh, what do we have? Shit. Okay, now we're, oh wait, I didn't mean to present. Aw, shit. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Is that... Oh my god, was... Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show us evidence you aren't confident in, Mr. Wright. I'll ask you again. There's a gunshot before midnight. Is this it?
Take that!
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th at 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing's shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. Yes! That's right! There was nothing on the lake, but it still registered a picture to be taken. That means That means the gunshot must have registered the microphone. Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. There we go. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were two sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh. Better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Oh! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out... Oh, damn it. I've got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Great, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth that did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fire on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Was he killed before then? Is that what you're saying? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's what he's saying. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Where's the Monokuma file when you need it? Well, the Monokuma file kind of functions the same here because it's always very vague on one of the most important details. In this case being the time of death. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat were. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Oh. Well, I mean, between Miles Edgeworth and Lotta Hart, I guess we don't know yet, do we? Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Ah, yes. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where'd he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then where did the murder take place? Oh, haha! The boat shop itself. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection.
Do you have proof the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. The night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Haha, here we go. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start from the very beginning and take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. Are you gonna? Okay, we have kind of a manga page to print this out on? No? Okay. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out to the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? It was to get the attention of... It was to get people's attention. Details, details. No, this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer fired twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Ah. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then, he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! This now. Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? Why indeed? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, finally. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, the witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We can't allow him to get away. Oh god, he skipped town, didn't he? Shit. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant's already been issued. Goes without saying that I can't declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? Oh, I think I know who it is. I don't think anyone else knows who it is yet. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Shit. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. Yay, Nick, you did it! Well, not yet, I haven't. Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And about Larry, that was something else. Even Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once they sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes, I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. Doesn't look so sure. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over yet. Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What's this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Edgeworth? Shit. Damn. Well, as much as I hate to do this, I think I'm gonna stop it here and but tomorrow I'll come back tomorrow night and hopefully we'll finish this up. So thank you all for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys then.